Good day, everyone. I am Vince Johnny Lim, presenting to you my classroom-based action research in enhancing grade 11 students' active participation through gamification. Next, please. So, gamification is a motivation that can catch the interest of the students and that encourage them to participate and interact inside the classroom. According to Solanke 2022, gamification is the process of using game elements to integrate processes and activities. A challenging subject matter fun to engage with. Gamification has become increasingly popular and widely used in the field of education. So in this, we have seen that gamification is a motivation that can motivate the learners inside the classroom to bring forth their potential, to have confidence, to be socialized to others. All the subjects that are challenging would make them more have confidence or make it more simpler through game. So this gamification was increasingly became popular inside the field of the education. Can you please next? So this study of mine aims to know the active participation of students through gamification, enhancing the students through using various games if it leads them to be engaged and motivated. So this study aims that if there are any the significant of any games, various games, enhancing the active participation of the learners, of the students. So kindly next. Statement of the problem. This study aims to determine the enhancement of active participation of the students through gamification. It seeks to answer the following questions. Number one, how do the students enhance their active participation before and after implementing gamification? And number two, what is the significant difference between the students' pre-test and post-test gamification? So kindly next. So in this, I conclude in my hypothesis that this study hypothesizes that there is a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test scores in enhancing their active participation. Next, methodology, research design, participants of the study, and research instrument. Okay, next. So in my research design, I conclude that it is a quantitative research that collects, analyzes, and interprets objective data which can be communicated through statistical and numbers. This study used different games as an intervention. It measures the difference between the pre-test and post-test. Through statistical analysis, describe the mean, standard deviation, and their interpretation to test if the hypothesis about the relationship between the variables. Next. So the participants is in the Lourdes College that are conveniently and purposefully chosen. They will be in grade 11 students under the strand of STEM in senior high school. There are 65 students who were chosen from the three sections. So they are from 18 to 22 years old, which suits the age requirement for the accomplishment of the study. This particularly range of age is observed as they will participate in the game that are exclusively implemented for gamification, which serves as an intervention. So this is a student of grade 11 students who are age of 18 to 20 years old that they will be participating in any kind of games as also serve as my intervention. Okay, next. Research instrument. This study uses quantitative research and collect the data through a survey using a Likert scale questionnaire. The data was presented by having the answer sheet of the students and seeking the significance of the study between the pre-test and post-test if there is a chance or improvement in enhancing their active participation using gamification. It identifies the mean, standard deviation, and interpretation. The scores were compared and a decision was made through paired sample t-test. Okay, so in this research instrument is I used Likert scale if they are able to have fun or being socialized other students or they able to be active participants in the whole duration in their classroom, in their whole class. So it seeks the significance between the pre-test and post-test. So kindly next. So in this finding of the study shows that the students have an initial idea based on the account score on the survey, or they have both higher scores, or in the pretest they have already got almost excellent in the interpretation of excellent. And then so in the pretest already have excellent, while the pretest is also same, which have also higher score. So the learners had experience prior before the teacher implemented the game. So here I have observed or calculated that, that the learners have experience prior before the teacher implemented the game. So this explains that it is an accepted null hypothesis means that there has been no improvement in the pre-test and post-test. This could also mean that teachers should be creative and innovative enough in planning their gamification into their lesson. So here, it explains why the teachers need to be more creative and innovative because if to make it more engaging to the learners, because the learners or the students have already the idea or the initial idea of is what is the game likes or other kinds of games. So kindly next. So in this, it concludes that in enhancing the active participation of the grade 11 students through gamification, gamification can boost attendance and participation because it promotes teamwork, which in turn result in students working together to accomplish goals and frequently going above and beyond expectations. So in this gamification, it can boost the attendance and participation because it promotes teamwork or makes them socialize. Or in turn, it could accomplish goals and frequently going above and beyond expectation because the students are being engaged to the lesson or being motivated in the whole class. So it enhancing their active participation. So therefore, the teachers should need to be creative enough in planning their gamification. Next. So as to recommendation to the teachers should find new methods and strategies on how to have meaningful experiences implementing gamification. Monitor all the students' participation, encourage other students to participate in playing the game. And lastly, make sure that the game is applicable to all students. So the teacher should need to have new methods and strategies on how they could make the class more meaningful or have the experiences in it during the implementing their gamification or gamifying the lesson. And then monitor all the students so that the teacher must know the behavior to the game because not all students having fun because it is not their like or it is not something that they are not motivated. So monitor all the students. And number three is make sure that the game is applicable and flexible enough that all students can be engaged or can be participate in the game. So I think that's all. And thank you so much for listening and have a blessed day. Thank you so much.